system availability. Ask vendors to demonstrate that they are meeting their availability targets and ask for reference accounts if they had any issues. Another good question is to ask what happens if they fail to meet the SLAs. So you ask the vendor to provide a detailed account of consequences for missing SLAs, which are service level agreements. Does it guarantee subscription credit and fee refunds if SLAs for uptime and support responsiveness are not met? Does the vendor have a plan in place where their employee compensation is tied to customer satisfaction? These are questions to ask your cloud provider. What security tier is your compliant data? Are they a Tier 3 or Tier 4 SAS 70 type compliant data center? Can we integrate or replace Active Directory? In other words, could you have your internal LAN be connected to an Active Directory server that's being hosted on the cloud? Do you have the ability to host and support a variety of backup and disaster recovery solutions?
With all the talk of cloud computing, what really is the advantage of it for my organization?
There are some advantages. If you're a small business, and typically in today's world, you have an IT service provider. I mean, if you're a 20-user or 30-user business, you typically don't have in-house IT staff. You have someone that coordinates that, and that's coordinated with a vendor such as ourselves. We provide managed services. We manage the workstations and the servers and the applications and all of that, and we do that for a fixed fee every month. If not, you're in a break-fix mode, you pay as you go, and you generally have pretty bad stuff because if it's not broken, nobody fixes it. It's not managed. It's not proactively maintained. But either case, when the time comes for you to consider where you want to go with an update for your IT infrastructure, like we said, if your Exchange server is 2003 and it's now 8 years, 9 years old, it's time to upgrade to 2010. Or you want to modernize your line of business application that requires a new server, you want to upgrade to Windows 7 workstations. When that time comes, if you're at that point, it pays to take a look at the cloud. You've got an operating expense instead of laying out all the capital investment to buy the infrastructure, servers, workstations, support. You've got the ability to pretty much use the applications from anywhere. You're not dependent on having to be in your LAN or support a terminal services server to have remote active users come in, and all the bullets we covered on that slide. So those are the benefits. Whether or not it turns out to be an economic a good economic investment is going to be determined by what we call a cloud readiness assessment, and that's a pretty significant document where we go through and we look at what's in place, we look at the cloud alternatives, and then we do a return on investment where we measure purchasing new infrastructure versus moving to the cloud, and that's done in a complex Excel spreadsheet, and we total it up and we say, here's the bottom line. And we say, this is what it's